Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me for the Capricorn January 2022 horoscope. Well, courageous Capricorns, you're starting the year with Saturn, your ruler, and it's in your second house. So basically your finances or your possessions are restricted or limited in some way. Now, Saturn spends a couple of years in each house and it's nearly halfway through. So, it's no surprise to you or nothing different. However, we also have Venus retrograde at the moment until the 29th of the month. So you may be feeling the pinch this month as far as finances go. So do watch your spending. But there is a little bit of relief next month when Venus turns direct again. Mercury's also retrograde from the 14th through to the 3rd of February, plus a little thing called shadow period either side of probably a week or maybe even up to 10 days when the energy is coming on or going off. I'll talk more about that in a minute. We also have a little thing called a black moon. Now, it's not very astrologically significant, but I just mention it because it's something we never hear about. It's basically when there's two new moons in a calendar month. So if you draw a line, say from Chicago up into Canada and down all the way through to South America, anything west of that line will be experiencing a black moon, a second new moon on the 31st of the month. It brings new beginnings. If you're in the UK, Australia or New Zealand, we don't have that because our new moon is on the 1st. So we don't have it on the 31st, but we have it on the 1st, so we do get it. It's just not a black moon, it's just a normal new moon for the month for us. Okay, so I hope I cleared that up. All right, so I'll just briefly explain. I like to draw two tarot cards as theme cards for the month for you. I'll also look at your horoscope in depth, and then I'll do a psychic channeling at the end, so stick around for that. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth. Okay, if you're new, please consider joining the channel and hit that notification bell right now. Let's go to the board. I've got Leo the leopard, my Bengal cat, the old cat. He's here and he's roaming around making noises. So that's, if you hear anything strange, that's what it is. All right, let's have a look now at these tarot cards, the theme cards. The first one can be the first half of the month if you like, and the second one the second half of the month if you like. Okay, so there's one in there that grabs me. Okay, let's go with that one there. Closing my eyes now, what do I see? I see it's like a person walking forward. You seem a bit unsure or hesitant. Okay, so this does bring me to something I noticed, the moon conjunct your ascendant. I'll talk about that in a moment. And so, yes, you're making progress. It may not be as fast as you would like, but you're getting there. The card that comes up is a Page of Cups. This is about your emotions, feeling all your emotions. Pages bring news. Because I'm optimistic, I often think it's good news. It's important to listen to your intuition. Look at this colour here, indigo. Blue, the throat chakra, self-expression, and then again more indigo or navy blue down here. So listen to your intuition. Your third eye is opening up. Also, there's a cup with a fish coming out of it. Okay, so this is about being in touch with your subconscious, and yes, you do have things going on in the 12th house here in your chart. So of course that makes perfect sense. So all right, there's my cat in the background. Alrighty, so now we're looking at the second card, and we'll have a look. Okay, that one wants to come out. Close my eyes now. What do I see? An arrow, a white horse. A horse is about power. This is like an American Indian on a horse with arrows. The arrows pointed straight up. It's like look to the sky. And so this is about your thinking, but it's more than that. It's also about your spiritual life. It's about being in touch with your spiritual life more, Capricorn, and you will be. You will be this year. the card that comes up is the Magician, because if you are in touch with what's going on spiritually, you can actually manifest here in the physical world, which is what you love to do, courageous Capricorns. You want to make things physical and down to earth. You'll see the infinite sign here, a reminder that we are infinite, immortal beings who live forever. And so this is about manifesting your heart's desires this month. Not everything is known. She's got black on here, so there's some unknowns. She's also got white on, though. There are some knowns. The important thing is to take action, and take action in relationships as well. Okay, the candles are a symbol of hope of things to come. All right, so they're your theme cards. You'll see that blue come up again. So expressing your heart's desires is really quite important. Yes, there's a bit of green there for growth, and red for action and intuition happening for sure. Okay, now with all of the cards here on this side of the wheel, it's like you're more focused within yourself. It's what's called an introverted chart, because most of the planets are over here. If they were over here, they'd be more focused on the external world and on other people and relationships. But this is more about you this month. Mercury and Venus both retrograde. Okay, so Venus is here in your sign. Venus looks after money, beauty, also love, and it's a time of reflection. Okay, so with and that's retrograde until the 29th of the month. Okay, so it's not a good time to be spending money. So we've got that restriction of Saturn, and then we've got this also looking after money in your sign, also retrograde. So yeah, be cautious with your money this month. The Black Moon on the 31st, only in the Western Americas, Western Canada, US, Mexico, and South America. Also here on in your second house of finances, possessions, and things that you value generally. So the Black Moon does bring a new beginning on the 31st. So things get easier financially in February. Okay, you might start to see a light at the end of the tunnel or something like that. Now, I noticed just a moment ago that technically the moon in the 12th house here, technically it is conjunct your ascendant, because it's 24 degrees 28 minutes. And so this means that you're more likely to be feeling reclusive. You need privacy, you need solitude, and don't get distracted, because it's like a new cycle's going to begin, and you've got to get what you can get, basically, from the resources that you need from your own subconscious, and they are there. So that's good news. Okay, so, and happy birthday too. It's the 27th of December, or 28th of December here. So happy birthday to all Capricorns, and happy new year to everyone, because that's coming. All right, let's look at your horoscope in depth now. So from the 30th of December to the 3rd of January, Venus conjuncts Venus, giving you a strong desire for love and affection. But with Venus retrograde, it may be that there's a delay, or that you're hesitant in coming forward to, approach somebody. But a new friendship or romance or a deepening of an existing relationship could happen now if you can get over that hesitation. But yeah, do be cautious. It is a time for reaching out. You just got to reach out in a sort of a gentle manner, I guess, and go slowly and cautiously. You want to be surrounded by beauty and harmony, and your artistic inclinations are stimulated now. You may not do anything with these artistic stimulations. You might just think about it with Venus retrograde until the 29th. 31st to the 3rd, new moon in your first house brings a new beginning. So your first house is your sign. and you're more perceptive and sensitive to what's going on, and particularly the emotional currents of other people around you. You can pick up their feelings. Being at home in a comfortable, supportive atmosphere is called for at the moment. You may react a bit from habit or emotionally rather than logically at the moment. That's not a bad thing. And then we have 31st to the 25th of January, Mercury is in your second house, and on the 14th it goes retrograde. So here it is, it goes from your first into your second, and then it goes back again. And so you might have a lot of discussions and thoughts about finances. Maybe not the time to implement new action at the moment, but you're planning it, perhaps. That would be the best way to put it. It's a very good time to consult with a financial planner or accountant and to get your business affairs in order. And when Mercury and Venus go direct, then you can act. 3rd of January to the 7th of January, Venus sextiles Pluto. You're quite receptive to beauty. You want to be surrounded by harmony and kindness. You feel gentle and tender towards other people. You feel like helping other people, and in return they feel like helping you. And it'll make you happy to help others. 6th of January to the 9th of January, Mars sextiles your MC. You could be working very energetically with a clear objective in mind. You're advancing your professional goals and looking at important projects. People in authority can respond favourably to you now. There's like an increased confidence and a willingness to take a risk solving problems in a new way. And you can lead others in a group as well. 8th of January to the 11th of January, Mercury sextiles Chiron. There's a certain feeling of relief because you can bring issues out. Anything that's been sort of covered up or not dealt with. If you have especially worries and concerns in your personal life, there are opportunities to heal and stabilise your relationships with friends and family members and close associates. Your wit and humour can assist you in talking your way out of a complicated or long-standing situation and get things back on track. The 6th of January to the 23rd of January, Saturn sextiles Mars brings a lot of cooperation and harmony with co-workers. If you're in a club or an organisation, a team or a group, you can all work together very effectively now. Business and organisational meetings run very smoothly. You can come to decisive agreements and pursue your goals with a clear strategy. And you're working well in groups, generally speaking. You appear more confident and well prepared. And you can work long hours now without the usual stress or fatigue that normally comes, with working hard. Projects and business partnerships started now are likely to have a stable, long, practical and successful life. 17th of January sees a full moon in your 7th house here, bringing up turbulent emotions perhaps, bringing up stuff around relationships, especially the important relationships, your business partnership, your husband, wife, somebody that you share your life with, that sort of type of partnership. And so it's time to pay some attention to those relationships now. The important women in your life are highlighted, and there might be something come up about your mother. 18th of January to the 18th of February, the Sun moves into your second house here. Money, possessions, financial security are your focus at the moment. And if you have been generous or extravagant with your resources in the past, you're probably prone to be even more so now. But if you have been struggling financially, you'll see the light at the end of the tunnel. Excuse me. Okay, so I'm doing so many videos at the moment and on different platforms that, I get a sore throat very easily now. If you have had financial problems, it could be that you become clearer about what your next steps are, what you have to do to improve your financial situation. 22nd of January to the 5th of March, Mars moves into your sign, and this gives you a lot of energy, and you're quite decisive and straightforward. Do watch with Mars, do watch for impatience or irritability. Sometimes Mars is a bit pushy. That might come out in your conversations, so yeah, watch for that. Also, watch that you stay really present and grounded in the current moment, because Mars is pushing you along and it's very future oriented, so then, you know, there's a possibility of an accident or an incident, okay? So it is the time to act, but you want to, you know, look at the whole situation and hasten slowly. 22nd of January to the 25th of January, Mars conjuncts your ascendant. You come across assertively, competitively, and energetically now. You don't want to slow down or accommodate other people's needs. And, you know, sometimes it's important to compromise for the sake of relationships. It is time for a positive, decisive action on your part. Take the initiative and try and get ahead, but don't do it in a completely insensitive manner, because it'll end up working against you in the long term. 24th of January to the 14th of February, Mercury moves into your sign. So it goes in, it's in your sign, goes back, it goes into the second and then goes back into your sign. And you'll want to speak out and make your voice heard on certain matters. So this happens on the 24th. Remember that Mercury is retrograde until the 3rd of February. So be very cautious how you speak out, because things might get miscommunicated or misconstrued. So it's very important. 21st of January to the 5th of February, Venus conjuncts the Sun. And Venus is retrograde until the 29th. So you won't get the full force of it initially, but it'll come through stronger and stronger as the time proceeds. Your personal magnetism will be very strong. You attract appreciation, affection, and attention. There's feelings of love, a desire for beauty, and the urge to be creative. You may want to beautify your surroundings, do a lot of decorative things around the home, and pay particular attention to your appearance. It's a good time to treat yourself or do something just for fun. 28th of January to the 31st of January, Mercury conjuncts Pluto. And Pluto likes, it's sort of compelling. It wants you to go deep into something. So you won't accept superficial answers to questions. You really want to get to the bottom of some situation. Mysteries, unsolved riddles, and topics that people normally avoid or sweep under the carpet, these are on your mind now. When you're talking, you could be very insistent, and some people might even say fanatical about your point of view. So watch that, because you've got a lot of power behind you, and you really need to ease that back so it doesn't come across as some sort of attack, perhaps, you know. So it's just the power's increased, and maybe you haven't realized that the power of what you say has increased. So, you know, it'll take people, you know, a little bit to catch up with the energy, and it'll take you a little bit to catch up. You could utterly convince people to your point of view, or they might go the other way as well. So watch that. 31st of January, a black moon in the Western Americas in the second house here, bringing new beginnings to your finances, your possessions, and the things that you value. Even if it's something like integrity and honesty, it's like that idea is rejuvenated or given more energy in your subconscious under this influence. As I mentioned before, UK, Australia and New Zealand don't get this until the following day, which is the 1st of February. And so see what you can do to secure your valuables and your finances, and watch that you don't spend money on an impulse or a whim, on something that has more emotional appeal than practical value. That's not a big risk with you, Capricorn, because excuse me, You normally do think before you spend. Okay, so that's your horoscope. I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I can see. Okay, so alrighty. I see a lot of silver and pearls around you. This is the feminine energy coming through. You're softer and more gentle, more receptive. You understand the other person's point of view. Pearls are pearls of wisdom. You might not speak as often as you do, but when you do, it's something important. So that's good news. I see diamonds also. This is about value. It's about your experience, because diamonds are caused by heat and pressure. It's giving you an experience and a maturity that people don't always have. And this is regardless of how old you are. Okay, that's by the by. I see a big silver ring with opals flashing lots of different colours. These are areas of your life. And it's quite beautiful. And there's a level of workmanship and craftsmanship here as you craft your life into what you want it to be. I see a forest of trees in the background. I know it's to do with your family in some way. Your family sees you as a leader or someone very experienced, or it's like you've got some valuable assets to offer the family. And there's some level of appreciation here. Even if there wasn't before, it's a new thing perhaps for some people. So that's good news. And even if things have been rough with family relationships over Christmas and the New Year, or maybe before, there's an improvement in family circumstances. Okay, anything else? I've just got noisy cats in the background. Okay, travel. I see tents. You could be thinking of camping, but it's probably a symbol for chakras because of the shape. And this means there's an opening up, okay? Opening up of your heart, an opening up of your voice. You're not so, you might start off hesitant in the month because you need solitude and privacy to start the month off, but as the month proceeds, you become less hesitant about speaking out. All right, so that's it, courageous Capricorns. I hope this is helpful. Leave a like or a comment and share on your socials. I would really appreciate that. Thank you so much for your support in 2021. I do certainly appreciate that. You know, I am growing this channel and we're getting there very slowly, but we're getting there. So I just want to wish you well for the new year, for 2022, and let you know we are turning a corner and things can get better. Okay, thanks again. If you're new, subscribe and be alive and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, have a wonderful month, everyone, and I'll see you all again soon. Thanks and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website absolutesoulsecrets.com for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.